best recommendation I've got for this kind of driving. I'm almost driving on sheet ice here at the moment. Is defense. Honestly, you can be the best driver in the world, but you just have to assume that everyone else sucks. And that's not true, obviously, but you just have to assume. If you're coming to a stoplight, stop sign, whatever, just creep right up to it. That's the worst thing I see is people just slide right through stop signs. They misjudge what the roads are like, or that there's even ice on the road at all, and they end up just sliding right through, which is when pedestrians get hit. It's when other cars get hit. It's everything else. So just be defensive. Assume that somebody else is going to be out of control. Leave yourself plenty of room. This is not a race. And I don't care if you look like an old man going down. And just remember, in this kind of weather on the roads, when it's this kind of condensation-based frozen on the road, it looks dry. It's not really even black ice. It's just these patches of this fog that happened last night, for example, that froze, and that's the worst kind because people just don't pay attention to it. And chains, stuff like that, hey, that's great if you carry them. I try not to put myself in positions where I'm going to need them, nor do I really want to be out changing chains. They're not a bad idea. I just don't have them. I don't carry them. And but what I do, and on roads like this, chains do you no good. And that's the other thing I see is that people will, they can switch over to winter tires if they want. They can put chains on if they want, but it gives them this. You can be in a 4-wheel drive. I don't care. It gives them this false sense of security, and they drive accordingly. Which ice, nothing helps. Your chains aren't going to help. Your little studded tires aren't going to help. Just you have. And that's where I'm seeing a lot. Most of the accidents I see are not little small cars, because those people are terrified. They know their car's slipping and sliding around. It's these big 4-wheel drives or whatever, and they assume that their vehicle can just go anywhere, and it can go anywhere. It can go right off the road into the ditch, and because they don't, they're just too confident in these vehicles, and a certain type of road, certain type of conditions, it means nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, but if you take your time, expect everyone else to run into you, everyone else to be idiots, and expect the unexpected, right? So creep up to intersections, stop signs, stoplights, turns, whatever it is. You need to be crawling at a turn. I just took a turn a while ago that looked perfectly fine, and as I tried to take off, I was just spinning. And the road looked great. Now, had I just rolled up to that, had it not been a red light and it was instead a green light, had I just rolled up to that and tried to make even a slow turn, I would have just slid right through that intersection. So just be careful.